What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about this New York Jets theme team. I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, Gmia, are you really enjoying the theme team? I really like the team based on the receivers. That's the primary focus. So a lot of you guys that are jumping over to the Jets, it's different for you because you're not getting the same benefit. All right. So when I'm upgrading and adding players, I'm adding the players based on what I do. I need you guys to go with the team that best fits what you do. Okay. What does that mean? If you like to run the ball, I guess the Raiders are going to be the best bet once Bo drops, right? He'll be the best running back in the game, whatever. Alvin Kamara with the Saints, stuff like that. Whatever makes you feel that you're the most dominant, that's all you should be focused on. Don't worry about the fact that I'm doing this based on what I'm doing. Because look, Brandon Marshall is 6'5" and a savage beast. Okay, he's an outright monster. So for me, he works. All right, that's just what it is. This is what he does. So when I go after a theme team, remember, I went after this because of Keyshawn Johnson, right? And then Keyshawn Johnson got fired. And then now we went back and got Brandon Marshall, and we boosted him. 97 speed in November on a 6'5" guy with 79 run block. Sign me up, dude. Just sign me up. But again, you may not want the bigger physical receivers. You may want the faster guys. You may want a Tyreek Hill. You may want somebody else. You may want a player that's smaller, faster, because you run crossers, you run drags, you do all that stuff. That may be something that you want. If that is something that you're looking to do, then you go after those teams specifically. The Jets theme team is very fun if you like the bigger receivers, if you like throwing it up and seeing who comes down with it. Obviously, I run the Gmia streak, and I just moss dudes uncontrollably. I know a lot of you guys are seeing it like, yo, how are you doing it? Practice. Go into the practice mode, handle it. That's what you got to do. The team I recommend to practice with would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and throw it to Mike Evans. But Plaxico Burress also. These players are very, very important on your theme team for the Jets, okay? If this is not something that you want to do, for whatever reason, if it's something that you like, you know what? I don't want to go Jets. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a better defense. I want Deion Sanders. I want to go Dallas Cowboys for Deion, or 49ers, or, whatever, Washington football team. Whatever. No, actually not Washington. I think it was the Ravens. Yeah, Ravens when he played safety. Whatever. You're going after the team based on what you want for the betterment of you, not anyone else. So I just wanted to specify these two players are the core reason. Plaxico and Brandon Marshall right now, they are the core reason why I am a Jets theme team. All right. So now with all of that being said, we are 54-50, so we can add other players. We can upgrade as the other players come out and still keep all of our better players. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of action here. So what have we done recently? We got rid of Away, and we've gotten Bruce Smith, Jason Taylor, and we've upgraded Quinnen Williams, right? So what does that do for our 4-3-6-1? It changes it a lot, because I don't typically like using slow D tackles for the situation, but he's decent enough with his weight and size and his strength being above 90 to help with the blitz for the guys off the edge. All right, so 81 speed, it's not like the best thing ever, but he's good enough with his weight and his size, power move and block shed. Doesn't have the finesse? Fine. I don't have an ability on him. I just have him out there to make sure he maintains what he's supposed to do. I don't care what he's doing. See, this is the thing that you guys got to understand. I have to play him because he's the best possible interior guy for me right now that I can use, because I'm not buying anything. I'm not doing any bundles until they give me a player that I actually want. So he's been added primarily because of that. That is a major upgrade in the middle for 3-4. And that, again, if you run the 4-3 even like I run, it works out. But this guy is a different monster. Also, I want to point out, I can add Bruce Smith to the specialist and add another Jet, I believe. Let me just hold up. Who are the right ends for the Jets? Because I don't remember. I think I had another one. Okay, he was one of them before. I gotta go through it and I'll test it out. But I think I can add. Okay, he's a left end, so I'm looking for a right end. So I can't do nothing with that because he won't get the chemistries. Left end again. I gotta find out the right end that I had there previously, because I can always move him around to specialists and add more Jet, Jet players to get more people on the team. But that's not something we have to do right now. I'm just making you guys understand. You can That's another thing that's good about the Jets theme team. There's so many different spots that you can utilize and add other players. But just because he's right here as a starter, he doesn't have to maintain himself there. You could put him as a specialist and then actually have a Jet player there and just sub in Bruce Smith later. But let's take a look at his numbers. Since EA Sports fixed the Bo Knows Part 1 promo, we were able to complete his set for $300K. So we got this monster, 91 speed, 90 excel, 91 finesse, 95 power moves, 93 block shed. He's pretty much a faster LT, right? By the one speed point, with no theme team, 6'4", bigger, taller than LT, has a little bit more weight. LT's about that 235 range. So he's a big boy out there going crazy. All right, we give him that under pressure and we go to work. So that's one of the major things that we've changed with it. He is now a guy that we use as a pass rusher, as a left end. So I want you guys to keep in mind, with the luxury that we have with the Jets, even though he's not on a theme team, he's 91 speed. He's still faster than what LT was. And then our second guy is John Abraham, who is actually a Jet. So it works out for him. He's the other edge rusher. So look what happens now. He's 92 speed, just like Owe, the guy that we got rid of, the linebacker from the Ravens. So we're not losing anything. It's pretty much like it's the same exact thing that's going on. So now we're in a different mindset. I think he also has a better excel, and he's 263. So this actually suits us better because we have the players kind of playing at their natural position on the outside in the 4-3. You know what I'm saying? Being DNs. And it works out because he's a speed rusher. He gets under pressure for 2. So that definitely works out for our scheme. So adding those players now and changing the abilities, we had to make an adjustment. So what do we do? Ed Reed has to have Lurker. I want to point this out. Although he gets unpredictable, he is not a good rusher. And we tested him out. We got losses off of it because he will not get off the block. And because he won't, he's pretty much useless in that regard. So the best way to utilize him is to have a 95 speed user. Now, this is another thing I want to point out. For those of you guys that were still asking about Cam Chancellor in the 4-3 even, I put the video out. You can search it right here at GmiasWorld to see how to do it. He's 1 speed point slower than Cam Chancellor right now. So it's not worth it for me to readjust my entire team to bring in Cam Chancellor at middle linebacker. I'd rather just leave him at safety and let him have a good time there because it works out better. But we had to go back to utilizing him as our user because you don't want to waste your time having Ed Reed on the team. This is the problem though. Because Lurker is 2 on him, we lose the opportunity to have another unpredictable on the line. We only can have the other under pressures there. All right, because the other guys that are in the specialist areas, we can't utilize them the way that we want to. Myles Garrett, Aaron Donaldson, we can't do anything with them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They just got to stay the way they are, and that's it. There's nothing else we could do. So that's a problem because of the fact that it takes 2 AP for Eduardo Reed. But is he worth it? Yeah, I would say so. I think he's, it's worth the speed. 95 speed is more than Quincy with the 93. So it's worth it to spend the AP. And it works out as far as the way the Jets go right now. So where we are at this point, 54-50, we've added Bruce Smith, Jason Taylor's there, and we've upgraded Quinnen Williams, who was a new heavyweight, and that's pretty much where we are with the game right now. Other than that, I think we should sit tight. If you guys are riding with the Jets theme team, keep in mind it's still a budget team. We do not have Jamal Adams. We do not have Robbie Anderson. But we're out there getting those wins, and that's all that matters. As always, if you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Have a happy and safe holiday, and I will see you guys soon. Until next time, one love, y'all.